Tesla just expanded Robotaxi to Miami. That should have been bullish, but Tesla stock still dropped. So today, the real question is not whether Robotaxi is important. The real question is this: is the market still buying Tesla's future story, or is it now demanding proof? Hi, this is Ken. Today, I want to talk about why Tesla stock fell even after positive Robotaxi news. At first glance, this looks strange. Robotaxi expanding to a new city should be a major positive catalyst for Tesla, but the stock moved lower. So in this video, I want to break down what I think is really happening. This is not just about one news headline, it is about how the market is valuing Tesla right now. The main news is Tesla's Robotaxi expansion into Miami. This matters a lot. Robotaxi is not just a new transportation service for Tesla, it connects FSD, autonomous driving, Cybercab, AI, and eventually Tesla's future vehicle network. In other words, Robotaxi is one of the key pieces of Tesla's long-term AI story. So normally, this type of news should support the stock. And actually, before this pullback, Tesla had already moved higher on Robotaxi expectations. But after the news came out, the stock sold off. That tells us something important. In my view, this was not a rejection of Robotaxi. It looks more like a classic sell the news move. Tesla stock often rises before a major catalyst. Investors buy the expectation first. Then, when the news becomes official, short-term traders take profits. That may be what happened here. The market had already priced in part of the Robotaxi excitement, so when the Miami expansion became news, some investors decided to lock in gains. From a chart perspective, the key area was around $420. Tesla struggled to break above that level. Once the stock failed there, selling pressure increased. But I also think it is important to look at the downside reaction. Around the $390 area, buyers started to appear. So this did not look like a complete collapse. It looked more like a sharp pullback after a strong move higher. For short-term traders, that is a warning. But for long-term investors, it is not necessarily a change in the bigger story. Another important point is that Tesla was not the only EV stock under pressure. Rivian and Lucid also moved lower. Rivian was especially weak because of concerns around a large capital raise. And this is important for the entire EV sector. The market is becoming much more strict with EV companies. Growth alone is no longer enough. More deliveries are not enough. Investors now want to know if these companies can make money, protect margins, and grow without constantly raising capital. This is where Tesla becomes different. The market still looks at Tesla in two very different ways. The first way is as an EV manufacturer. From that view, investors focus on deliveries, margins, price cuts, China, BYD, and competition. If you look at Tesla only from that angle, the valuation can look expensive. That is why any concern about margins or EV demand can pressure the stock. But the second way to look at Tesla is as an AI platform company. From this view, the important pieces are Robotaxi, FSD, Cybercab, Optimus, energy, software, and data. This is a completely different valuation framework. If Tesla can prove that Robotaxi works at scale, the company is no longer just selling cars. It is building an autonomous transportation network. And that is why the stock is so volatile. The market is still trying to decide what Tesla really is. Is it an EV company, or is it an AI company built on wheels, robots, and energy? There was also discussion today around Tesla and SpaceX. RBC reportedly raised its Tesla price target while considering a possible future transaction or strategic connection with SpaceX. This is interesting because it shows that some analysts are looking beyond Tesla as a standalone automaker. They are starting to think about the broader Elon Musk ecosystem. AI, autonomy, rockets, satellites, robotics, communications, and energy. If these areas connect in the future, the market may value Tesla very differently, but we have to be careful here. This is not an official deal. It is still only speculation. So as investors, I think we should separate confirmed business progress from possible future scenarios. So why did Tesla stock fall today? I would divide it into 3 reasons. First, short-term profit taking. The stock had already risen on Robotaxi expectations, so some traders sold after the news. Second, weakness across the broader EV sector. When Rivian, Lucid, and other EV names are under pressure, Tesla can also get pulled down in the short term. Third, and this is the most important point, the market is now asking for evidence, not just announcements, not just headlines. Evidence. For Robotaxi, the market wants to see real operating data. How many rides? How many cities? How safe is the service? How fast can Tesla scale? And eventually, what are the economics? For FSD, investors want to see continued improvement. For Cybercab, they want production progress. For Optimus, they want signs that manufacturing can actually scale. And for the core auto business, they want to see whether Tesla can protect margins. That is the next phase for the stock. So my view is this: Robotaxi expanding to Miami is absolutely positive for Tesla, but the stock market is no longer satisfied with good news alone. Tesla has already told the world what the future could look like. Now, the market wants proof that the future is arriving. This is why I think Tesla stock may remain volatile into the Q2 update. Good Robotaxi headlines can push the stock higher. Margin concerns can pull it lower. AI expectations can bring buyers back. EV sector pressure can create selling again. That tension is exactly where Tesla is right now. As a Tesla investor, I do not see today's decline as a failure of the Robotaxi story. I see it as the market moving into a new phase. The vision is already understood. The next step is execution. If Tesla can show real progress in Robotaxi, FSD, Cybercab, Optimus, and margins, then I think the market may start valuing Tesla less like an EV company and more like an AI platform company. But until that proof arrives, volatility will probably continue. So here is my question for you. Do you think the Miami Robotaxi expansion is already enough to justify a higher Tesla stock price? Or does the market need more hard data before the next big move? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. And if you want daily Tesla analysis from an investor and owner perspective, make sure to subscribe to Life in the Future. Thanks for watching, and let's keep enjoying life with Tesla. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.